everybody, and welcome to P2P Vacations. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Crystal.
And Crystal's lost her marbles. And today,
I can't.
Today's what?
Because that was, when you said that, I thought you were going to say,
But
everybody is feet.
today's video is going to be all of your dining options on board Carnival ships. If Crystal will ever stop laughing, we can get into this video. So, now, Carnival has the main dining room, like every other ship. And you have 3 options for eating in the main dining room. And the main dining room is free. It's included in your cruise fare, so you don't have to worry about paying extra. And so you have the early dining, which is at 5:45. Or is it at 5:15?
5:45.
It's, see, I'm getting myself confused. Then you have
Believe me, I know it's 5:45.
Then you have the late dining, which is 8:15. And then you have my time dining, which you can go anywhere between 5:45 and 9, which is what we always choose to do. We love a good my time dining. And so and then you have Lido, which, you know, is your buffet, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can also do breakfast in the dining room. They also have sea day brunch. So on sea days, it's what, till like noon? 1? It's late. And they have a bunch of different, like, you know, brunchy options. We've done it a couple of times. It's not always.
It's okay.
It's not always our favorite.
I like the French toast.
The French toast was really good. So then you have a bunch of pay options. And these are, you know, they all differ in price. Some of them could be like $30 per person, up to like $55. Some of them can be even higher depending on what they are. But we're just going to kind of walk you through a few of them. Well, we're going to tell you about all of them. But, you know, we'll tell you whether or not they're free or if they're paid. And if we've done them, which is going to be mostly no. we don't ever pay. So there is the steakhouse. It's on every ship. It is a paid restaurant. And that's really about all we can tell you. Everyone raves about it.
Yeah, a lot of people do it. We've never done it. So
then there's Gigi's Asian Bistro. It's not bistro, is it? I said bistro, I don't know why. But it's Gigi Asian. You get the idea. It's also a paid restaurant. And there's Emerald's Bistro, $13.96. And it is only on the Mardi Gras. And it is also a paid restaurant.
There's Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse. That one is a paid restaurant as well.
That is the one that I think gets a little confusing to people because there's Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse, which is paid. There's Guy's Burgers, which is free. And then there's also Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue, which is free at lunch.
So yeah, there's a lot going on there with Guys.
Yeah.
The lunch with the barbecue is more of like the buffet style lunch. The smokehouse, they have a menu with the set prices.
They're not very bad priced either.
No. I mean, just a few dollars, I think, for everything. And it's all in the same place, too, which makes it even more confusing that the lunch is free and a buffet, but then you come back later. And it's a, you know, different name, and then it's a menu.
Well, usually the buffet is outside. I think on most of their ships, I think maybe all of their ships, the buffet is outside on the promenade deck.
But you still have to walk through there.
That's true.
So it's the same place.
Yeah.
So gets a little confusing there, but you know.
So then they have Ruby's Sea Grill, which is also a paid. And then you have Big Chicken, and it's only on Mardi Gras currently, but it is free. And people rave about Shaq's Big Chicken. Like, and I will always call it Shaq's Big Chicken. Like, that is its name to me.
I thought that was the same for
me too. I thought it was Shaq's Big Chicken, but it is just Big Chicken, but it is Shaq's Big Chicken. Okay, it's just Shaq's restaurant on board the Carnival Mardi Gras, and people like say it is phenomenal. So then you have Bonsai Teppanyaki, and that is a paid restaurant.
Then you have the Lucky Bowl. That is on the Mardi Gras, and that is free. And it is a, I believe, like a Chinese lunch thing.
Ooh.
Little, like, looks more like an Asian takeout thing.
Interesting. So then obviously we have Guy's Burger, which is free, and Blue Iguana, which are free, and they're both usually on the pool deck. And, you know, Guy's Burgers are to die for. And Blue Iguana has really good breakfast burritos and really good, like, taco salads.
I love their taco salads.
And then you have the Cucina del Capitano, which is a paid Italian restaurant.
And then you have the Pizza Pirate, which is free.
24-hour free pizza, people.
Yes.
So Mardi Gras has brought on this new street eats, and it is free, and it is kind of like just like food vendors, like, you know, kind of like lined up in a row. And I think they change.
I think so too, like every day.
Yeah, I think so. They might rotate, so might not be different every single day, but like it's gonna be different, and then rotate back to that first one. Obviously we haven't sailed to Mardi Gras yet, which is sad. But people say the street eats is a really, really great addition to like the Lido area.
Then you have the Chef's Table,
which I'm going to assume is going to be your most expensive paid restaurant on the ship. And it is very select. It's like, what, like 12 to 15 people they let go in there. And I mean, you're sitting right there in the galley, and the chef is right there. And it's a very like pre-selected menu. So you get what you get, and you don't complain about it. But I've heard, people love it. They love it. They also do a green eggs and ham breakfast, and it's only like what, $5?
Yeah, like $5 or $6.
And I mean, you get to meet Dr. Seuss and Thing 1 and Thing 2, and
I want to do it.
That's not Dr. Seuss. It's the Cat in the Hat.
That is Dr. Seuss.
No, it's not. The Cat in the Hat and Dr. Seuss are the same person.
Well, I know, but it's
right. But I was like,
thing,
you get to meet. You get to meet the Cat in the Hat and Thing 1 and Thing 2, and then you get to have green eggs and ham, and they have the fruity pebble French toast, which everyone says is so good.
I want to do it.
But we were going to do it, and then, COVID. So and I don't know, are they already back to offering it?
I think so.
Maybe we'll have to do it on the horizon. Maybe we should try to convince Donkey to do it with us.
Yes.
That would be funny.
Lido is free. Obviously, it's included. The buffet, the breakfast, lunch, dinner, all that's free. The Seafood Shack is a paid seafood restaurant. I mean,
but it's usually
it's
like in the Lido.
Yeah, it is. And the food's not bad priced, honestly, for what you get. I mean, I've seen people with the food from the Seafood Shack, and I'm like,
crab legs.
They'll have their food spread out on their table, and I'm just like, what? It's like all this food, and I mean, it's not that expensive. Shrimp, lobster, crab, all this stuff.
So then obviously you have your 24/7 ice cream, and what's the other? Frozen yogurt. We love a good ice cream, man. You can get it in a cone. They have bowls and spoons. Don't sleep on the ice cream because it's good. Then you have room service. But you do need to tip your room service, and after a certain time they do charge for items. And I think at some line, no, we're only talking about Carnival here. Get my life together. There may or may not be a charge with room service depending on the time. So just keep that in mind.
There's Bonsai Sushi,
which obviously is sushi.
Yep.
And it's a paid restaurant.
A paid restaurant, yes. There's the coffee bar and the Java Blue. They are two different things. So keep that in mind. Java Blue is more your like frappes and specialty coffees. They have the cupcakes and the pastries, muffins, things like that. Coffee bar, I believe, is set up next to
like where you get
pizza
like your
and the juices and things like that in Lido. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, where your coffee bar is free, Java Blue, you would have to pay for.
Yes.
So then you have your C-Day brunch, which we kind of already touched on, which is free. And you have Mongolian wok, which is free. And that's a really cool like setup they have there. I mean, you kind of pick out what you want and they make it right there in front of you, right there in Lido.
The Pizzeria del Capitano is on Mardi Gras, and that is free.
Then you have your deli, and it is free. And let me tell you, the list of sandwiches that they make is long.
And they're so good.
She loves them.
I love the grilled cheese. I ate a lot of those on the past couple of cruises.
She did. Then you have the Captain's Pasta Bar, which is free. And I think a lot of people forget about this one because it is upstairs from the Lido deck. And it's kind of like a make your own pasta situation. You kind of just mark down what you want and they make it for you. It is free. I did not say that.
Yes. I definitely forget about it. And
we always do.
We always forget about it because the first thing we do is go to Lido and
get a guy's burger.
And get guys' burgers, and that's it.
And then we go get our confetti cake and we call it
a day. The confetti cake. Oh my gosh. Shebang. I cannot wait to try Shebang.
It is only on the Mardi Gras currently, and it is free currently, and I think that's their plan, is to keep it free. But people say it's so good. It is a mixture of Chinese and Mexican food. I have that right? I thought I did. And I think, at least currently, you can get some main dining room selections when you're in Shebang. At least I know you can get the chocolate melting cake.
Oh, cool.
But everyone says Shebang is so cool.
Yeah, it sounds really good, and everyone loves it. So I'm excited about that one. So on Mardi Gras. And then last but not least here
is something we never knew existed.
Yeah, we didn't realize this. And we've been on the boat.
Right.
It's only on the Splendor. And it's the Masala Tiger. It's an Indian restaurant that's free.
Right. It's very strange. Never heard of it. Never heard anyone talk about it. We sailed on the Splendor.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little...
Maybe it's new? I don't know.
Maybe
we haven't been on the Splendor in a hot minute.
I mean, just like we found that Chinese on the Pride. Maybe it's kind of like that.
Maybe. I don't
Interesting.
know. But, so, I mean, there's a lot of food options.
There are. You're never going to be hungry on a ship. And if you're hungry, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, I mean... Take me, for example, I mean, it'll take me 30 minutes to get all my food together because I have to have a little of this and a little of that. And I have to go so many places because there's just so much good stuff.
And they yell at me because I get my stuff. I go sit down. They're like, well, I can't find you. And I'm like, well, you didn't take an hour and a half at the buffet.
There's just so much good stuff to get. I can't help it.
But we do recommend making sure you get the confetti cake on day one.
Yes.
On embarkation day.
Confetti cheesecake. It's on Lido.
And then, what is something else we really like? These spring rolls in the main dining room.
Spring rolls, yes.
Usually day 2. Usually. Chocolate melting cake, of course. Banana splits.
Yep, banana splits. I need to get one this time.
Gotta get your banana split. It's on the kids menu, so you're not gonna see it on your actual menu, but they will bring it to you. No questions asked. What else do we really like? We like so many things.
You know, the grilled cheese is good. I already said that.
Her grilled cheese. I'm trying to think. I mean, you know, they have their make your own omelet stations at Lido for breakfast.
Those are really good.
So don't. The line is usually long. But they're good. They make really good omelets. I think that's
about it.
Really
you know, the sea day breakfast. Like I said, the French toast is good.
Fried calamari.
Yeah. But that's about it that we've had.
And just, you know, especially in the main dining room, you can order more than one thing. So don't be afraid to order 2 appetizers or 2 entrees or 2 desserts or as many as you want.
Yep.
They'll bring it to you.
Yep.
No questions asked.
Let us know what your favorites are. If you've been to some of these restaurants, if you sailed the Mardi Gras, let us know about some of these restaurants.
Or if you think any of these paid restaurants are something we're sleeping on and we need to try, like, needs to be tried.
Yeah, because we've never done the paid restaurants. So, you know, something we'd like to try.
One day.
Yeah. So give us some suggestions.
Right.
Tell us your favorite foods.
Yes. We do need to branch out. We eat the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Every time. We're like clockwork. Yeah, I'll eat that, and that's it.
So maybe we'll make it to the pasta bar this time after I get my cheesecake.
Maybe. A Guy's Burger and a pasta bar.
Mm-hmm.
I know. We keep telling ourselves you can go to Guy's Burger every day.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the first day of the cruise if it's not a Guy's Burger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a confetti cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
It's day one traditions.
Exactly.
Okay, but before we get hungry, after I had a phenomenal meal tonight, we're going to go.
All right.
So we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.